What up? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. I want you to listen up a little bit. Go, you gotta relax. Ooh, ooh. I love that song. It like helps me get out of my head and just like into my body. I'm like, okay, chill out. So we're gonna have fun today. I'm gonna be teaching you a ninja tool to help you stop regretting something that you ate. Does this ever happen to you where you're like, you wake up in the morning and you're thinking, oh my gosh, why did I eat that? Or it's like Monday morning, you're like, oh my gosh, I went crazy this weekend on the foods. Like, why? Why did I do that? Type of thing. So today's tool is really going to help you with this. Okay, it's going to help you make food decisions that you are aligned with so the regret doesn't come later. Alrighty. So I'm going to admit that this used to happen to me all the time, but before I go into that, holy smokes, I haven't done the introduction. I was all about the music. So I am Jessica Joy, if you don't already know me, and I help moms do 3 things. I help them flatten their tummies, end emotional eating, and release weight for good. And so I'm doing this live series called Healthy, Hot, and Happy, where every week I focus in on one of those categories. Last week was flattening your tummy. We went all into that. This week is how to end emotional eating. So every day at noon, I'm coming in here giving you tools that you can use right away to start seeing and feeling progress in all of those categories. So if you're new, welcome, welcome. Feel free to binge watch the other ones and get caught up. It's okay. Like, you're not late. It's all good. You are meant to be here now. And I'm so happy you are here. So let's talk about this food regret situation. My dog's at my feet. It feels so good on my feet. I'm like, warm fuzzy doggy. Anyhow, so it used to happen to me all the time. Like, literally, it would happen many a morning. It was like the majority of the mornings in the week, I'd wake up and I'd be like, why did I like eat all that? Like, no. And I'd have all this food regret like in my body. Okay. And I would compare it to being kind of like Gollum and Smeagol. Okay, it was like during the day, I'm all Smeagol, and I'm like, yay, like, I'm gonna help you. Like, this is from Lord of the Rings, obviously. I'm all happy, like, all about helping short little people, hobbits, kids, that sort of thing. And then at night, in regards to food, my Gollum brain would turn on, and it's like, I got to have my treats, and it's like, oh, what's in the treats? And then, the Smeagol brain would be like, no, you don't want it. You don't want that. That's for the kids. And the Gollum brain would be like, no, it's ours. There are snacks. They're not for the kids' lunches. There are snacks. Okay, don't mind my Gollum impersonation. That's not the point. Just stay with me. And then Smeagol brain's like, no, that's not where, no, you don't. And then the Gollum brain would take over, take the preciouses, start eating the snacks that I had like gotten for the kids' lunches. And then, by then I was like totally out of Smeagol, even trying to counter anything. And I would just talk myself into eating all kinds of things, like just telling myself, oh, I'll be healthy tomorrow. Like, oh, it's the weekend. I don't want to deprive myself. I want to be balanced. All those little chatter things that come up in our heads, right? When you're trying to talk yourself into eating something that you're not really aligned with. And then the next morning you're like, shoot. Okay. So then I'd wake up and I'd be totally out of Gollum brain, right? And I'd wake up and I'm like, oh no, I'm back in Smeagol, like tired, groggy, and like if you eat crap the night before, I don't know about you, but I feel like my face looks like 5 years older. Like there's deeper wrinkles and my bags are like puffing out. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, why did I do that? Okay, so the truth is we do have these 2 parts of our brain where one is more survival based and one is like our rational thinking, like our humanness, and then there's like survival subcortex brain. Okay, so they can be at odds with each other, But the cool thing is that our prefrontal cortex is responsible for our movement. So any type of urge or craving that you get from your survival brain, it's that part of your brain isn't in charge of movement. So I say this because there's no way that your hand is ever going to be possessed by your lower brain and force you to eat something. Okay, and I say this because sometimes we can create this story that I have no control, or at night that I feel like this monster takes over and I can't stop. Okay, it feels like it can. I've been there, but from a scientific standpoint, it's not actually true. Okay, so if you are telling yourself things like, I can't stop, at night I always eat this, there's nothing I can do, I feel out of control, you do have control. You always do. And if you have certain patterns with binging or emotional eating or just nighttime eating, then it's just a habit. Okay, so I say this because it's important that you create a belief that drives what you want to create. Okay, so if you have a belief right now that it's like, I can't control what I eat all the time, like sometimes I just like lose control, then that belief's gonna, manifest in your life. All right, but if you create the belief and the truth that I am in control of whatever I put in my mouth at all times, because that scientifically is true, that will also support you in moving forward, because your beliefs create your thoughts, which create your feelings, which create your actions. Okay, so it's like, I do have control at all times. I can figure this out, and the tool today is going to really help you. So if you're in that place where it's like, I feel like I don't have control, sometimes what I said may feel harsh. And I want you to know that I say it from a place of love, knowing that it will free you. Okay? It's like, but I can't control you. Don't get it, Jess. Okay, like, just until you believe that you have complete control, you will be trapped. Okay, so if you're struggling with this, please reach out to me and I can support you further. Okay, send me a private message. I really want to support you. All right, so before I get into the ninja tool, let me just set the stage about values and vision. Okay, so let's say you're a person who wants to be healthy and you recognize that you have some challenges with emotional eating or binge eating and you're committed to like moving forward with that and you want to release weight for good. Okay, let's say that's where you're at. So in regards to your values, you value health. Okay, and then in regards to your vision, that is your vision, that you have your vision is having health and the body that you want and having peace with food. Okay, so when we act out of alignment of our values and our vision, it makes us feel bad. And this is in regards to anything, okay? But when you act in alignment with your values and vision, you feel empowered, you feel on fire. So if you are having like ebbs and flows in motivation or with any type of goal, most likely it's because you've started taking action that compromises your values and visions, or it's not in alignment with it and you can feel it. Okay, so I'm going to give you a tool that you can use to help you make food choices that you are aligned with. So they are lined up with your values and your vision. So if your value is to be healthy and your value is to release weight for good and end emotional eating, that you act in congruency to those and it makes you feel really, really good. So you wake up in the morning without those like, oh gosh, feelings, okay? So let's pretend it's time for us to make a decision about what we're gonna eat. Okay, let's just go to that spot. All right, let's say you're in the kitchen, it's the afternoon, you're craving sweets, and the line is getting a little bit fuzzy about what you want. You're like, well, I know I want, like, I should have something healthy, and that's what I've been planning, but I am so in the mood for a treat right now. Like, that's not a big deal. You're getting into the chatter, into the negotiating. You're like, oh, today was a mess. I don't even care about eating healthy right now. That is not even freaking important. And you're getting into your head, um, and you're totally disconnected from your body. It's like you are stuck in this survival brain is taking over. Okay. So this tool is going to help you get out of your head and connect to what your body is telling you. Okay, the answer lies within your body, not within this subcortex brain that's all Gollum like. Okay, so here's what it's gonna look like. You have your food decision. Let's say you found some, more treat type food in the kitchen and you knew you wanted to eat healthy all day, and it's totally not in alignment with that. Okay, it's not aligned with the vision that you had for the day and your values of health. Maybe it's some Easter candy, it's like Easter time. So you were going to be saving it, that sort of thing. Okay, you have the food and it's like how you feel like it's a gray area. It's like, no, I really do want this. It's okay to have this. Like, I want to have balance in my life, blah, blah, blah. And it's getting gray. It's like, oh, but I want health too. Ay, ay, ay. So you're going to ask yourself, how does this feel in my body thinking about this? So the two choices are, does this feel light in my body? Does this make me feel like expansive, uplifted? Does it feel like a yes? Okay. And then the other one is, does this feel like a no in my body? Does this feel closed down? Does this feel tight? Does this feel constricted? Does this just feel wrong? Like a no. Okay, I know this is pretty foreign to us and like where we are all in our heads all the time, but this is a skill that will change your life in regards to your food decisions. Okay, so let's say you have that. So let's just imagine, okay, it's like those Cadbury mini eggs and there's a whole giant bag and you hold it and you're like, okay, how does this feel in my body when I think about eating this? And even right there, I was like, I could feel a tightening in my throat. And I was like, oh, that's a no. It gets you directly out of the mental chatter, okay? Really quickly. Like, don't even go there. It's just gonna get ugly unless you can like really be the observer of your mind and thoughts. It's like, that's just a no. Okay? So here's what you're gonna do. If it's a no, you count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and put it away. I say end or exit. So put it away. Maybe even get out of the kitchen if you're feeling really triggered. If you're like in a restaurant situation and you can't exit, then you can end it. It's like put a napkin over it, get a to-go box, something like that. All right, there's always some way to kind of end it as a choice. All right. So you can do this with any time you're eating. Like sometimes in the afternoon, I use this a lot because I'll be like, oh, I want to have something sweeter. I want to have another yogurt parfait. Look, one parfait a day, okay? I don't need that much dairy. But sometimes I'm like, I just want another parfait. And I know it's not going to make me feel good later. And then I'm like getting the yogurt out of the fridge and I'm like, oh, this is feeling off. I can feel it in my body. It's a tightness, it's a constriction type of thing. So I'm like, okay, put it away. I'm like, oh, look, I made that salad that I had already prepared. It's all ready to go. It's like even an easy choice. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then I check in. I'm like, oh, that feels good. Like that feels right. That feels like a yes in my body. Okay. So that's the ninja strategy. You can say like, does this feel light in my body or does this feel heavy? Or does this feel light or does this feel tight? Okay, and you can use this with any type of decision, even like what you're gonna wear in the morning or where you want to go. Like, listen to your body on it. It's gonna get you out of your head. And I want you to use this starting today. When you are making food choices today, check in first with your body. Start putting this into practice, okay? Like, it doesn't do any good just sitting here as information, all right? So, use it today, and I want to invite you to take a look at my program. It's at jessicajoylife.com/H3, the letter H and the number 3. We go deep into ending emotional eating. It's a 6-week program starting on April 29th, and it goes to June 9th, so that it ends before the kids get out of school. And then there's other things that we work on, releasing weight for good, flattening your tummy. It's all, combined into this beautiful program. And to be honest, it's most likely the only time I'm going to be running it. So you can get in with a live coaching group, and it's a tremendous value. So go to that link. There's a option for you to just say, I'm interested, click that button, get on the list, and just saying that I'm interested. Okay, so you can even ask yourself now, it's like, am I done with emotional eating? Is that a yes or a no in my body? I'm like, yep, yeah. Even though it's a little scary, it's a yes. And it's like, is this an opportunity for me to move forward with this and have it be a thing of the past instead of recreating it in my future over and over? Yes, this is an opportunity. Okay, so you act on it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take action with that feeling. Go to jessicajoylife.com/H3. Like, take a look. It explains all the things in the program. I'm not trying to hide anything from you. There's so many resources that are going to be in there. And then just click I'm interested, or send me a private message if you're curious and want to know more. All right. This is an opportunity for you to change your life. All right. And I love you, and we will see you tomorrow. We're going to be talking about how to create a positive relationship with your emotions. So if you're experiencing like a negative one or a bad emotion, you're not trying to like get rid of it so quickly with food. Okay. So I'm excited for that. All right. Much love. And make sure you say hi if you are listening, even if you're on the replay. And we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.